Good morning from Romeo Golf 12. It's a beautiful sunny day today for a change after the spell of rain we've had. Absolutely gorgeous. Out with my best mate again. You can see him sniffing as they like doing. Okay. Hello. Say hello. Hello. Apparently it's really good for dogs to sniff. It's another crazy day in the Isle of the United Kingdom. I think we can all agree, well, majority of us, that our Prime Minister has made some pretty bad decisions. I haven't got all day to list them, but I think you get the gist of it. But considering that Hamas still have a sizable amount, around the 40 mark, of Israeli hostages, let's hope they're still alive. He's decided, he obviously waited till President Trump went back before he announced this. This is purely to placate the far left of the Labour Party. To say he's the most unpopular Prime Minister of all time is an understatement. I think we can all see that. But it's shameful. I think, especially that I think they're going into the Jewish New Year as well. The timing isn't his best. But that's what we're getting used to now. I would love to see a snap general election, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. The country is completely broken beyond belief. And surely, for whatever political persuasion he may be on, it's apparent. I mean, for instance, I'll give you one example. A convicted Islamic terrorist who's been in jail in Egypt gets on a rubber boat in France, makes his way over to soft touch honeypot Britain, and gets put up at the taxpayers' expense, while we still have thousands of our own homeless, including veterans. To repay the taxpayers' generosity, he decides to venture into Hyde Park and rape a woman. We've got enough criminals of our own without importing people we know nothing about. The first duty of a government, in my eyes, is to keep the citizens of its country safe. And quite obviously, this isn't happening, is it? And it's not far right, xenophobic, label it what you want, Nazi, fascist, to worry about your safety. And these throwaway comments and labels are becoming increasingly pointless, meaningless words. I'm just up to the beck again now, and you can see it's, with all the rain we're having, it's in full flow, look. I won't let Rocky have a drink of it because it's stirred up a lot of the mud off the bottom. But yeah, what a beautiful day for walking. It's actually a beautiful day for one of my favourite sports, rugby league, but unfortunately for now the season is finished. So, as I've mentioned before in my previous uploads, how I find sport extremely therapeutic, especially with having PTSD. So I'm going to have to wait now to probably January, February time before there's a friendly, which will be freezing cold, and it all starts again. So I'm looking forward to that. And also I'm looking forward to the Ashes test where England Rugby League play Australia. That'll be good. Where I live in Ulverston, in England, northwest of England, they have, I think it's one of the biggest lantern festival in the whole of Europe. And it was such a shame last night because the heavens opened, it was torrential downpour, and hundreds of people were out on the streets showing their designs off, especially the children that worked so hard on it over the months. But so much goes into organising it, it'd be heartbreaking to cancel it. So it did go on, and I did take some video footage of, not the lanterns, but the firework display. I took it from my bedroom window, so it's not that close, but it's a really good firework display. Maybe if I had children of my own, young children, I would have took them, but I prefer to watch the fireworks from my bedroom window with a cup of coffee. But it is amazing, the Ulverston Lantern Festival. So what else is happening in the world? Well, after the Unite the Kingdom rally, the man who organised it, Tommy Robinson, had decided to take a break, like millions of us do, and go on holiday. He went to Colombia, which we all know is synonymous with the drugs trade, the cartels. When he landed there, he was apprehended, put into a holding cell, and told he was going to be deported. He asked if he could just go somewhere different instead of deporting him back to the UK, and they said yeah, and he decided to go to Panama. Same thing happened again. He was apprehended, held. It just goes to show, and the reasoning was he's been treated the same as someone that's on a terror list, which is obviously the British government's way of trying to make his life a misery. But he's made of stronger stuff, and I think he'll just carry on. If some of you have been watching the uploads that I've done for my book, Still Watching Member and Fighting the PTSD War, I uploaded the last one of that yesterday. Suffice to say, the wedding scene didn't go down too well when Linda saw it, as the AI can be unflattering to say the least. I think the image it made of her, she had a tattoo on her arm, which she doesn't have any tattoos, unlike me. But apart from inaccuracies in the footage, the message was serious, and I hope it gives people an insight into such a complex thing post-traumatic stress can be, and how it can affect not just the military veterans but their immediate family and the general public. And more does need to be done. I don't mind, I'll talk about my problems now, but many men, macho men, don't like to talk about it because they consider it a weakness. It's not a weakness to talk about it, and it's the only way you can fix yourself. How I got fixed, by talking about it. And that's all I can say to anyone that's struggling. If you have got, especially fellow veterans to talk to, that's even better because they understand you. But if you haven't, just try writing things down and go over them to try and make sense of it. Because I think that's what nightmares are about. I think when we have nightmares and night terrors that I've had, horrendous ones, I believe it's the way of the brain trying to defrag, like a computer, things that have caused you problems. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I have no scientific or medical background for that. It's just, it makes sense to me that things happen, you see them, your brain processes them, and it tries to deal with it. It's such a complex thing, the human brain, as we know. Yeah, it could be like a summer's day today, butterflies flying about, little flies, midges. It's just slightly cooler. Nice day to go for a run as well, but I've got a bit of a sore foot at the minute. Don't know what's the matter with it. So I need to get my steps in and keep Rocky fit. Took Rocky to the vet. He had his annual jab. We mentioned he's probably got a bit of arthritis, so we're getting some tablets for him, for his joints. It's just an age thing, like all of us. Sadly, dogs get older quicker, and they don't last as long, which is heartbreaking. Anyone that has a dog will understand what I mean. Yeah, I'll show you Rocky, you know, when he's enjoying his walk. So, wherever you are in the world, if you're watching this, have a peaceful Sunday. As they once said, the Lord's Day, the day of rest. But I'm the first to put my hand up, and I may try and address this in the future in saying that I am a hypocrite, like many. I like to celebrate Christmas, I like to celebrate Easter, I go to weddings and funerals. Some of them are in churches. So anyway, after the Charlie Kirk murder. I'm trying to be more Christian. So for now, thank you for listening. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Rogue Gunner 12 out.